talking about leadership because we're talking about leadership to deliver with people certain goods around development.
Welcome to the African Leadership Series, where we bring you great inspirational speeches of African leaders.
Visit somebody, in this case when you have visited us, I don't want to give a speech. I don't want to give a speech to my guests. I want to have a conversation, heart-to-heart conversation. It will be strange for me to host visitors and then I take a piece of paper and start reading. That is out of the ordinary in terms of the cultural aspects of ourselves. So I want, we're talking about leadership, we're talking about Pan-Africanism, we're talking about the change that we should have had long ago and still want to have, and of course, questions always come up about why are we where we are today? Meaning Rwanda, meaning Nigeria, meaning Africa. And it's not a simple matter, because Africa, I don't think anyone, certainly I know for Nigeria and for ourselves, I know better about our country, of course. I don't think anyone is happy that Africa is where it is when you look at the rest of the world. We should be in a much better place than where we are. There's no question about it. And maybe we'll continue to have a conversation about that. And why is it common to all of us, meaning Africans, from north, south, east, west, central, wherever. And my problem has always been and continues to be, and we have conversations among ourselves, leaders of this continent, but still we don't see much progress. Why, with all the people, resources of all kinds. We're talking about leadership because we're talking about leadership to deliver with people certain goods around development, security, stability, development, good governance, all kinds of things. We're also talking about Pan-Africanism because we are saying there is a common problem across the continent. So we really have the same questions to answer. And who else is going to do that? It's you and me. But it's also those people that we lead that must be part of it, if you will. So how do we break out of this cycle of our continent? And when I talk about breaking out of this cycle, I mean sometimes we have to start a little bit from the beginning, a little bit of history needs to be put into account. We are not where we are, that we are not happy about, by accident. Or we are not staying there and not making the headways we want to make, again, not by accident. It's because of certain things we can identify, talk about, in your place, in my place, in some other African's place, and things you can feel and touch and that can actually be addressed. Now, the bigger question is, and that's what I mentioned earlier, because we have to be examining why are we where we are when the desire was to be completely in a much better place. And why does it happen when we have actually everything that we need to be where we want to be? That now comes around the same word that is repeated very often by everybody, everywhere, and so on and so forth. And that's leadership. But leadership alone is not a panacea. It has many things that interact with that. You have to be feeling hard-pressed about the problems of where you are coming from. You have therefore to be having a vision to say, but that's really where we want to be, and that's the way to get there. In fact, and in short,
please feel free to give your opinions in the descriptions below, what you think about the speech. Did you love it? Did you like it? Do you disagree with it? Do you agree with it? Please let us know in the comments below. That's important. Discussing these issues is very important. So now with that said, please make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Share this video with friends and family. It's the best way for YouTube to spread this video further, okay? So it's been me, Mikey Mushi from Tunacheki. And always remember, Africa is watching.